Animal rescue centres have hit crisis point, with the number of abandoned dogs reaching record levels, with over 21,000 animals abandoned in a year. In the summer, the RSPCA rescued an abandoned animal every hour. And in the height of the summer, every minute counts, especially for puppies.
First, I just thought it was a lady bringing in donations. I was just sat in reception. Like I said, it was hot, so we just buy the aircon. And yeah, I thought she just was bringing in some donations. And when she opened the bag, I was lost for words really. I didn't know what to say. So there were 8 puppies, obviously 2 to 3 week old staffy puppies are a bit bigger than your normal tiny puppy. So they were all really, really sort of cramped on top of each other. It was so stuffy and there was so much sort of condensation in the bag where it was so hot, and it was just, yeah, there was a smell to the bag when you opened it. It was just horrible, to be honest.
The puppies were found on one of the hottest days of the year, with temperatures reaching over 30 degrees, which is dangerous enough for any dog, let alone 3-week-old puppies. Crammed into a plastic bag and tossed into the woods, these defenseless puppies, abandoned without food or water, were in serious danger. Being exposed to the summer heat for even a short time can lead to heat stroke, with every second passing meaning the difference between life and death.
So they were lucky they were found, at the time they were. If they were left much longer, we think that they could have developed heat stroke and ended up quite poorly. Heat stroke can be quite bad for obviously a young puppy, and they were so tiny. So we're really, really lucky that the lady brought them in when she did. Seeing them brought in that bag was absolutely horrible. I've never seen anything like that since. Obviously we get animals dumped, but I've never seen that many puppies before in such a small space.
With the 8 young puppies dehydrated, stressed and exposed to severe heat, the team weren't sure if they would survive.
Within the sort of next hour or two after they'd come in, it was just making sure that they were getting water, because we don't know how long they've been left out in the heat, making sure that they were cooling down, but obviously you can't cool them down too quickly. Just making sure they were gradually cooling down and that they had food in their stomach, which was a little bit more difficult because obviously they weren't on normal solid food. So it was just making sure that they were stable, well fed, well watered, and their temperature was coming down.
After emergency treatment, the puppies began to show positive signs of recovery. It's difficult to imagine what leads to dogs being abandoned, especially when there are over 1,000 rescue centres in the UK that take on dogs in need.
So I think that they were left in the bag in the woods because someone just couldn't cope. It's more than likely that they came from a place where they had the mum, she wasn't done and they couldn't, afford to get her done, or couldn't afford to keep the puppies, or put the care in place that the puppies need. And I think they just didn't really know what to do. I think that sort of thing happens when people are just struggling. It's definitely something that people find shameful, dumping dogs. Obviously it's not something they have to do. There are so many resources out there that can help you. There are so many rescues that do take dogs from the public. So puppies don't have to be dumped in bags, dogs don't have to be tied to fences. There's always an option, and it's not embarrassing.
There are around 100,000 dogs in the UK that need homes, so the team's next job was making sure the puppies don't join that list.
They stayed at our centre until they were about 8-9 weeks old, so they had all their treatments, their vaccinations, all their dog meets, puppy meets, with the members of the public here, and then they went to their homes from our centre. So all of the puppies were adopted quite quickly, sort of within 8-9 weeks old, and they've all gone to lovely homes. So we do stay in touch with the people that have adopted from us, and they are all doing really, really well. It's definitely easier to rehome puppies. You do get some people that are looking for an older dog, but they tend to stay here that little bit longer. Puppies, we put them on our website and within a week they are all reserved and ready to go.
This heartbreaking story thankfully has a happy ending, but for the thousands of other dogs abandoned every year, that's not always the case. So please, if you're unable to care for your animals, then do take them to a rescue centre and don't abandon them. Fantastic and caring people at rescue centres like the RSPCA and many more are there to help. To see more incredible rescue stories like these, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support means that we can help more rescue centres here on Rescue Vet. Bye for now.